Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon on this beautiful Tuesday. This is May 7th, 2024. This is our oldest grandson's 22nd birthday, so I want to give him a shout out and say happy birthday, Jay Sean, who lives in Richmond, Virginia. Proud of you, my son. I love him to death, and we are so proud of him. But we thank you guys so much for praying for us on last week. We were unable to do our Tuesday talk segment because we were on our way back with our second oldest grandson back from hey babe back from the Citadel. He's on his summer break now. So pretty much for all of our college kids um, who are have already those that have graduated, particularly pray for them that they will find the next step of their future. Pray for those who are finishing their final exam. I got three now that's finishing up final exam. My three grandsons, well, one of them has already completed. One is should be completing this week, as well as the two of them, the two that lives in Richmond. So we're praying much for all of the college kids who are wrapping up their semester and getting ready for summer, as well as our high schools who are getting ready to graduate. We pray much for them on their graduation. I got a couple of family members, young family members that's coming out in Gaffney High, so we're praying much for them. But thank you once again for always praying for us. And hey, Robin, good to have you on. Um, we want to make this announcement. Let's do it now. So the last Tuesday talk and Bible study moment will be the week of the 20th. I think May 21st is that Tuesday. That would be my last one for the summer. And Bible study moments will be the 23rd, which will be the last Bible study moment for the summer. We're going to break for the summer, give everybody a chance to go vacate and do the things that we normally do. This is, of course, our wedding anniversary month. And so, of course, most of you that know us well know that we usually take vacation at the latter part of May into early June. So we're going to break for the summer and we're going to come back new and fresh for the fall. So we got a couple more weeks of Tuesday talk and Bible study moments. So I'm glad you're here to join in with us on today. As always, I always do featured business. So this is the last one that I have listed. And this featured business is called Max Grands. This is a business. This is a business that sells homemade cupcakes, original cupcakes, peanut butter, Biscoff mini cheesecakes. I meant cheesecakes instead of cupcakes. They make homemade cheesecakes. Let me refrain. Let me rechange that. They make homemade cheesecakes called MAG Grands. They also make homemade yeast rolls, Italian yeast bread, and this is owned and ran by the beautiful Asia Dura Hall. Miss Asia, you can check her out on Facebook, on her Facebook page. That's Asia, ASHA, Dura, Durrah, Hall, HALL. Check her out on her Facebook page, and the pictures that you see just on her Facebook page is enough for you to go and order right away. So inbox her on Facebook for your order. They're called Max Grands, Grands, homemade cheesecakes. So I'm gonna have to check with my baby and see how well she's doing, and see if we can get some orders and support her on that. Always too. Hey Teresa. Hey. Always we like to give you an encouraging word for the week as well, and the encouraging word is found in Third John. That's the third epistle, the third letter of John. Third John chapter 1 verse 4. That's Third John chapter 1 verse 4, and it says, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. That's Third John chapter 1 verse 4. It says, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Amen. And our topic today, my husband's putting out, say, if you can visit the, thank you, baby. If you can, if you're in the Charleston area, please go visit the African American International Museum in Charleston, downtown Charleston. Oh my, it's a must visit. We really enjoyed ourselves when we went to pick up CJ last weekend. Last early part of last week, and it was just, it's phenomenal. You really need to go check them out. That's the International African American Museum in downtown Charleston. Please make that a trip, that you go visit them sometime this summer. Okay, our topic this day is the best things about mom, and I wanted to talk about that today, since we're getting ready to head and approach Mother's Day, which is coming up this Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms who are listening in early. Happy Mother's Day to you. In case, of course, I may not run across you this weekend, of course, but happy Mother's Day. Also, while I'm doing that, I solicit your prayer that I will be preaching at a church, Living for Your Glory Ministries in Greenville, this Sunday. So lift me up, if you don't mind, in prayer as I stand before the people there at that wonderful church and bring forth the message that God has given me to give to them. And not only me, but all others who will be standing on the Mother's Day service on this Sunday. But I do solicit your prayers. The best thing about mom, best things about mom, and some of the things that makes moms who they are. Some of the things that makes moms who they are is they shape us in the best of the ways. You know that moms. You know we as I'm a mom. We try to do and make sure that our children are shaped in the best of ways, and we also make sure that our children are. Hey, and we want to make sure that our children are doing what they need to do. And said, okay, y'all be safe in there in the Syracuse in New York, and waiting for her beautiful granddaughter Taylor to bless her heart, I love her to death. She's getting ready to be a lawyer. She's graduating from law school. I'm so proud, so proud. Please, Ann, let her know how proud we are of her. I remember when she was a baby, and she is brilliant and coming out of law school. So please let Taylor know that we are very proud of her. You guys be safe on your way back as well. But some of the things that we're going to get back into, talking about some of the things that makes mom who they are. They shapes us in the best of ways, and they provide emotional support to us as well. They love us and they hug us, and they comfort us when we most need it, and they're also role models to us, and they do things in countless ways. They are the first teachers that we have, and they give hope, and they know their children inside and out, and they are foundations, and they are pillars of our family. They're caregivers, they're teachers, they're advocates, they're community leaders, they're community members. They are the emotional backbone of the family. And I think you all can agree with me on that moms are so important. They're so important in our lives, that they have shaped us. A lot of us have picked up on where we have seen our mom do some things, and we are basically doing some of the things that we noticed that our mom has done and has brought us through in our lives. So moms are very important. Moms are very important, and we want to honor them today. And this is the reason why I'm grateful that God had put this a topic in my spirit. We want to honor our moms today, whether they're living or whether they're deceased. Okay, we still want to honor our moms because they are so much significantly important to us. My mom was a significant part of my life, and was most definitely the backbone and the matriarch of our family, as well as my mother-in-law was the same with my husband's family, the backbone of their family. And so my husband, he's on. But I'm gonna be talking about some things about my mom as well as my second mom, who was my mother-in-law. So I want him to chime in as well, because both of our moms were very special people in our lives. My mom, Bessie Thompson Proctor, she died on November 14th, 2021, at the age of 85. And she was 4 months away before her 86th birthday. My mother-in-law, my second mom, she died on January 18th, 2020. right before the pandemic hit in March, and she was 100 years old. Yeah, she was 100 years old. And she was 3 months before her 101 birthday. That's amazing. That to me, that's just simply amazing. And if you will, if you don't mind, put in the comments and let me know your mom's name, and if she's still with us, her age, and if she's already made her report with the Lord, let me know when she died and how old she was when she died. If you don't mind, because we really want to honor our moms today. So if you don't mind, put uh, and thank you. I know how you felt about my mama. Thank you. I appreciate that, guy. I really do. I appreciate you honoring my mom in that way. As much as I love your mom as well, please put in the comments the name of your mom, how old she was when she died, if you can remember the date that she died. But uh, uh what is and what was your mom's favorite thing she loved to love to do? And you can, this time I want everybody to try to use the comment section and try to type in some things, and we just want to like I said, honor our moms today. So what is or what was her favorite thing she loved or loved to do? For me, my mom, she loved spending time with my youngest sister Gloria, and they would just drive around Gaffney and the surrounding areas, and to view some of the most beautiful places or sites in the area. My mom loved beautiful things. She loves the colored things. She just loved pretty things, and she enjoys when Gloria would take her to different places. I think one time they went to when Greenville had that Gateway project. Mama wanted to see that. And I think Gloria took her there shortly before she died, and she always wanted to see that and to see how that was manifesting and how that was coming about. And she was just at awe. But my mom loved doing things like that. Hey, Angela. Uh, yeah. Oh gosh, your mom was young when she died. She's 59. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for sharing. And she was a CNA. Yay. Yeah, I'm in nursing as well. Thank you for that. But yeah, she enjoyed the also my mom loved flowers. She loved to see flowers when they bloom, and she would plant flowers. And I took that on as a gift to her for Mother's Day. I would do it every Mother's Day weekend. I would go to the house, the home house, and I would begin to plant flowers for her. And I did that, and she would always sit on the porch and watch me while I got my hands dirty planting flowers. And even to this day, I made that promise to my sister Vanessa, who still lives in the home house. I made that promise to her that I would continue that tradition to always come over and plant flowers in honor of my mom, as long as I'm able to do it. And yeah, thank you for putting Miss Dot down. Miss Dot, I love to do it. She died in February 2016, and she was 82. I remember, man, you ain't got to second guess. I loved your mama dearly, so thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, I still do those things in honor of my mom. I still like, as a matter of fact, this weekend I'll be going over there to plant flowers in honor of my mom. I would never stop doing that. Um, and my mom, as Ed has mentioned before, she was a wonderful nurse. She if Gaffney would tell you, she probably delivered half half the babies in the Cherokee County area. If they were born in the 70s or the 80s, my mom played a part in that. Teresa, so you say your mom has been gone for 36 years, and your mother-in-law, Amanda Ruth Smith, said her first grandson loved her first grandson, but passed at 3 months before his birth. My goodness. Um, and I'm looking at Lois Nash. So Lois Nash was your mother-in-law, and she died 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay, I got it now. So Amanda Ruth was your mom, um, and Lois Nash was your mother-in-law, who died 2 years ago. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Um, but my mother-in-law, She used to be great at gardening. I saw when my husband put gardening. Oh yeah. When I got in the family, that was the one thing I remember about my mother-in-law. She would produce some of the best vegetables in her garden, and she was also a great poetry reader. I'm surprised my husband had put that down. I used to love to hear her recite poetry. She would do this in church, and she had such an intellect and a poise. How she would just bring that out and had you sitting at the edge of your seat as she recite poetry. I used to love to hear that. Strong woman of faith, strong woman of faith who exemplified what it was to be a Proverbs 31 woman. She just exhibit that. Every time I would just sit and listen to her talk, I was always at awe of her wisdom and how she carried herself. Uh, my mom, she was great at singing. A lot of you that knew my mom, she loved to sing. And if you don't believe it, just ask some of the members of Bethel Baptist Church in Gaffney. They loved hearing her sing, and she brought so much joy to that. And I guess that's where I got that from, because I enjoy singing as well. But I always enjoyed my mom singing. She had favorite songs and songs that people used to enjoy hearing her sing. And my mama had a beautiful voice. My mother-in-law, sharp dresser, all my from head to toe, the hat, the suit, all shoes. I mean, she come out for church. She's on point, and just a sharp dresser with the hats, and so she carried herself with confidence. How sometimes we women we have this way of walking, and we already know that we feel good and look good, and how we are dressed. My mother-in-law had that confidence, and how she would step out and she would walk into a room, and it was just something about how she would dress from head to toe. Beautiful hats, beautiful suits that would match. Soft-spoken woman, a soft-spoken woman, but had the respect from everyone who she came in contact with. Everybody loved my mother-in-law. Everybody loved her. My mom was the oldest of seven children. She was born to Benjamin and Maggie Thompson, and there were six. Okay. Husband said she taught all the boys how to cook. She sure did. My mother-in-law taught all the boys how to cook, sew, iron, and clean. Look, I can attest to that. I'm not just saying because it's my husband's family, but all the boys are particular about how their house look, how their clothes are pressed, they sew, they cooked, all of that. So she taught them a lot, and the whole family, even the girls. But you can see in the boys, they love to cook, and they were very good cooks. Those that are still living, they're good cooks, and those who have gone on were very good cooks. And yeah, so she taught them a lot about that. Once again, my mom, the eldest, she was the eldest of seven children. The eldest of seven children born to Benjamin and Maggie Thompson. There were six girls and one boy, and there are only three other siblings left of my mom's family. Six girls, one boy, and only three other siblings. That the only boy that my grandparents have already gone home. So there's three of my aunt Benny, my aunt Cheryl, and my aunt Dot. My mom's three sisters. They're the only ones that's still living. And you said that your mother-in-law, Lenora Byers Week, she passed March 2019, and she was 89. Wow. Wow. I'm looking at some of these, and God really blessed some of my moms and mother-in-law with years, and surpassed what four scores and seven, surpassed that. So that's a testament to the people, that the mothers that these ladies were, that God blessed them with a lot of years. So thank you for that, Ann. My mother-in-law, and I want my husband to help me with this here. My mother-in-law, I think she had there was three other siblings that I recall. The only ones that I knew was Aunt Hattie, Uncle Johnny, Uncle Rich. So my husband may have to help me with this. They were the only three siblings that my mother-in-law had. Now, if there's anybody else, Larry, you have to let me know. But it was Aunt Hattie, excuse me, Excuse me for a minute, y'all. Allergies. Allergies. Ain't had it, Uncle Johnny and Uncle Rich. If there were anybody else, maybe let me know. But all of them, all of my mother-in-law family, including her, all are deceased. Uh, Now, my mom and dad, Hubert and Bessie, it was six children that they had. I'm the eldest of six children, and there's five girls and one boy. And my sister Lola, she died. She's up under me. She died December 2000, year 2000. And in my husband's family, help me out, baby. There were 13 children born to Parent and Effie Black. 13. 13. Yes, my mother-in-law. I used to bow to her. 13. 9 boys, 4 girls. 6 of them are deceased. There was 9 boys, 4 girls. 6 of them are deceased. Okay. Um, Now, I enjoyed just listening to my mom tell stories of how we grew up. And she had a way of telling you to make you laugh so hard, and you didn't, and she didn't realize that she was making you laugh until we started laughing. And my husband could attest to that. My mama would just talk, and all of a sudden we get to laughing, and she said, "What you laughing for?" It just. But I used to enjoy hearing my mama tell stories, just to make us just crack up. My mother-in-law, she had her way of making you laugh also. She had a way of, I call it throwing shade. Yeah, Mom, I call her Mom. Mom had a way of throwing shade at you. She did it in the most perfect way. And then we'll laugh about it. And she was just a hoot, and was smart as a whip. But our moms, they just had this way of just making you just crack up if you just sit there and listen to them long enough. They don't think they're making a joke, but to us they were making a joke on things. But love them, love their wit. And but if you were to describe your mom in one word, what would that word be? Listen to me, and I really want you to comment on that for me. If you were to describe your mom in one word, what would that word be? Okay? The word that I have for my mom is courageous. Courageous. She did so much for our family. And to me, I'm the better for it. I remember when mom, she used to pull 3 jobs at one time. To make sure that I went to college. And she used to walk to work from our home house to, back then it was Cherokee Memorial. Now, distance wise, to us it was long, but now, I mean, it's really not long to us now from where our home house is and where the hospital, where it's Mass the nursing home now. But that's where Cherokee Memorial used to be, is where the existing nursing home is. But to us, that was long. But my mom, she would walk, she would do that. And so courageous was the first word that came to my mind. She was such a strong woman, and didn't much frighten her. She wasn't that afraid of anything that I can recall. I'm sure she had her own fears, but I could not recall what they would be. You know, resilient. Thank you, baby. Resilient. Yeah, yeah. I was sitting back, and a lot of times I would be quiet, but I would just watch my mom and just watch how she would just do things, and I'm like, okay, mama, but that was her. That was her. Strong. So my one word uh, for my mom is courageous. And baby, I'm thinking you, maybe if you're talking about your mom resilient, yes, that's key for her. Now, the one word that I have for my mother-in-law, for my husband's mom, unwavering. Unwavering. She was strong and firm. She stood flat-footed. She was short in stature, but a giant in her walk with God. you know, little old bitty woman, but unwavering, unwavering, and she believed so much in God, and you know, she stood. She never changed in her belief on who He was in her life, and showed that to her children. You know, I used to hear Larry tell me that every morning when they got up for breakfast, especially on Sundays, they had to make sure they recited the Bible verse. And it couldn't be the same one every week. And it couldn't be a short one like Jesus wept. It couldn't be, you know, you had to recite a Bible verse. You know, can you imagine all those kids around? Because I told you they had 13 children. So can you imagine all the children around at their table having to recite? That's a woman unwavering in her faith, that she poured it down to her children, and resilient. Yeah, yes, resilient, very much so, very much so. So I want everybody, you know, other people, if you don't mind, just put in a comment of what one word you think about when you think about your mom. Okay. Now, if I was to think of a trait I may have picked up from my mom, then I would have to do them, and my husband would agree with this. If there's one particular trait that I picked up from my mama is speak what's on my mind. I He says I act like my mom sometimes, and sometimes, you know, okay. I say if I have to act like anybody, I'd rather act like my mom. Okay, and sometimes I do speak what's on my mind. I've come back a little bit. Sometimes I may not be as quick spoken, but if I'm asked something, and if it's on my mind, I'm going to tell you. You know, I I just believe in doing that. You know, I like to be real with people because I don't do fake. I don't do fake folk. I don't deal with fake, and I like for people to know where I stand, so that way you ain't got to second guess me. Because if you see me just today, you're going to, if you're able to see me tomorrow the same way you saw me today. So yeah, so a lot of times that, to me, that's a good quality, because you never have to second guess me. Okay, so, and my mom was that was her, that was her. um, and you never had to wonder what she was thinking about, and she'll simply tell you. And of course, another trait, for those of you that know me well, I took up the trait of becoming a nurse just like she was. Um, and she was always elated that I chose that perfection. And I'm proud to be a nurse of almost 40 years. But and she was a great nurse, you know. So yes, I took up that trait as well. So for that person who made your life the better, for always catching you when you fail, for teaching you that no matter how many times you fall, you will always get back up, for teaching you that to get things, you must save money to buy them, even though she always ended up paying for the stuff that you wanted to buy. Okay? For all the great advice you that she gave you, and for all the "I told you" moments. Um, she had a lot of imagination. She obviously loved her parents. That's why she was able to love you the way she loved you. She was full of love. She's very patient, um, and she's incredibly observant. For all of that, make Mother's Day special for her. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you for that. My mom was very supportive and loved her son-in-law. uh, Mr. Thomasine said your mom passed in 1985, and the one word for her, Karen, always took care of us. Okay, so the one word for her was Karen, because she always took care of you, and I know you miss her. Yeah, we do miss our moms. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. But make Mother's Day special for her, even though she's not here. Uh, Make it special. Make it special. Uh, when you make it special, it has a way of coming back to you. Uh, and there's something beyond words to express to the person who helped you walk and talk, who changed your first diaper, who helped you with school, and who gave you all the love she could. Show her you care by acknowledging her value in your life. And for those of us who mom has already made gone from labor to reward, there's a way we can do it as well. The memories that we have of her, the way we're talking about our moms now, all the good things that we remembered about, um, how well she took care of us. Always keep the memories fresh, and don't ever be afraid to share those memories with other people. Uh, always. Uh, okay, thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Um, but if your mama's not around, like a lot of us are, that person that you feel like is a mother figure for you, take them out. Take them out this weekend. Take them out to lunch. Take them out to dinner. If you have that special person that's like a mom to you. But the best thing about our mom is, like I said before, just the memory that you will have of her. I will always share the memories. That's why I will always plant the flowers in the yard, even though she's not here to smell them. I just want to. I want to think that she's looking down to still watch me, as she used to when she used to sit on the porch and watch me plant them. Uh, Believe it or not, some people may think I'm crazy. Even now, while I plant, I'm still talking just as though she's watching me. I'll say, Mama, I hope I'm doing it right for you. I'm still out there talking. That helps me. That helps me through. Everybody have a different way of grieving. That's my help in grieving. So I just pretend that my mom is still sitting there watching me plant flowers. And I get enjoyment. I get enjoyment from that. So yeah, make your Mother's Day special. You know, for those of us who have children, I hope that our children will make our day special. And for those of us who have children who are moms, I want to make things special for my daughters, because they're wonderful mothers to their children. But make Mother's Day a special time that you enjoy the weekend. Thank you guys so much for listening. I pray that this will help, and I hope that others will be able to listen to this segment and still comment, because I'm going to go back and read the comments about your mom, and I appreciate you letting me know. But yeah, sometimes typing things in and looking at it can help you even go through, for those of us who still grieve our moms, and it make no difference how long they've been gone, because you will never stop grieving for your mom, because she's such a special person in your life. So put in your comments, you can continue this. Put in your comments, in the comments, how special your mom was. Okay. Hey, Joyce, thank you. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all of you who are listening, who are moms. Make it a great one this weekend. Make it enjoyable with your children. For those of you that don't have children, you're not mothers, then get with someone, your nieces, your nephews, those, because sometimes they're females that have adopted children. Get with them. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Also, if you don't mind, please share this on your personal Facebook page, and make sure that you follow us on Devoted to Him and Tuesday Talk with T. Make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, because that helps us, and we appreciate you guys so much. That really help our outreach ministry when you're able to share these things, so that others can see what we're doing, because we're all about connecting with God's people. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this time, for this opportunity. God, thank you so much that I want to put myself before you, because I'm grateful that you allow me to be a mother to two wonderful daughters, dear God. We had a son. He's already made his report with you back in 1996, but I was mom to him as well. So I thank you so much for the children that you allow me to bear and to see grow up. Now, God, we just ask that you would bless these who are watching this segment. Dear God, we ask you to bless their weekend, their Mother's Day, that they will be graced with the beauty and the love that first from you and from their families. Dear God, we ask that you continue just to watch, God, and keep us throughout this day. God, we thank you so much for always shining your light upon us, dear God, that we would do what you have access to do. God, continue to bless our Devoted to Him outreach ministry. God, we thank you so much for allowing us to be used as vessel, my husband and I, that we would do what you have called us to do. God, we love you so much, and we honor you on this day. And we thank you for being who you are in our lives. It is in Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Mother's Day again. Don't forget, Thursday at 4 o'clock, our Bible study moment. I think we're still in the book of Psalm. But y'all, please, please join us at 4 o'clock. We got a couple more weeks after this, and then we'll be breaking for the summer. But happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful moms out there. And make sure you guys get back safely from New York. To God hug Taylor for us and tell her we are so proud of her. And all the if there's others who are traveling, dear God, we ask that you will protect them to their destination to get them back safe and sound. Thank you once again. You guys have a good rest of your day, okay?